Hello, my amazing artists. I'm sorry I couldn't be with you today, but I wanted to film a video so you would know what we're doing today with your sub. And I hope everybody's on their best behavior. I tried to plan something pretty fun. Okay, what we're gonna do is we are going to color, kind of paint a pumpkin, and then we are gonna draw a face on them with our Bingo Dabber. But we're not just gonna draw a face, we're gonna do a roll of face. So we're gonna roll dice and then that will decide what kind of face we have. Okay, so the first thing you're gonna do is write your name and number on your paper, then you're gonna flip it over. Then with a pencil, we're gonna draw a big circle or an oval. Okay, a pumpkin can be either one. We wanna do it pretty big so that we can draw our face on there later. All right, after you draw your circle, we're done with the pencil, you can put that away. Then we're going to use these paint sticks. Now first graders, you've used these before, but kindergartners have not. It's just like a glue stick except for it's paint. Okay, these are really fun, but you kind of got to be careful with them. You don't want to roll them up too much or they'll smash, so keep them just a little bit rolled up when you use them, please. If you're pushing too hard, they are gonna smash on the paper, and that makes me upset because that wastes them. So we're gonna start with yellow. Everyone is gonna start with yellow, and you are just going to kind of color this whole pumpkin yellow, and it doesn't have to be perfect. It's kind of like a scribble. There's gonna be white space. You don't wanna get it cut. We don't want it completely covered to where it's solid. You do want to leave some white space. This shouldn't take you very long to do. All right, once that is covered, make sure the lid goes back down all the way, and then we're going to get red. We've already learned that red and yellow make orange. So what we're going to do with red is we don't want to use as much red because we know red is our bossy color. We're just going to kind of scribble on top of the yellow with red a little bit. You don't need a lot. If you put too much, you won't make orange, you'll make red. Kind of like that. Then we're gonna put the lid on that and put it away. Then we're gonna get our paint brushes. These are already at your table. They may have color already on them, that's okay. We're gonna use these paint brushes because these bristles are pretty scratchy and we need that scratch right there. And then at your tables, you also have water. All you're gonna do is dip your paintbrush in the water. You want to get it wet. Then you're going to use the tip of your paintbrush and you're going to kind of scratch those paint sticks that are on your paper, and they're going to mix together and make an orange pumpkin. And it's okay if you still have some lines on it when you're done. You do need water, but try not to make puddles because we're going to use a Bingo Dabber on this in just a few minutes. And if you make puddles, your Bingo Dabber won't work very good. Okay, so you're gonna scratch it. I like to hold my brush kind of upright like this so that I can use these tips and scratch the paper a little bit more. Now be careful of scratching, because if you scratch too much, what can happen? You can make a hole in your paper. We definitely don't want a hole. And when you're done, you should have an orange ball. All right. When you're finished, you don't worry about cleaning your brush. Just put it back in the cup, tippy toes up. The next class is going to use them, so we don't need to worry about that. Now, you're going to give it a few minutes to dry while your teacher talks to you about the next part. This is where I would pause it and then let them do this project. And then when they're finished with this, come back, and then I would unpause it to start this next part. Okay, the next thing we're gonna do is all together, we are going to do a roll a pumpkin. So we're gonna roll the dice. First, we're gonna do the eyes, then the nose, then the mouth, and the teeth shape, and then the number of teeth. You are gonna be using a Bingo Dabber. What are our rules about Bingo Dabbers? Do not squeeze them and do not press down hard. The first thing we're gonna do before we start rolling is you're just gonna draw a circle around your pumpkin to give it kind of an outline. Okay, then the teacher will roll the dice for the eyes. So it landed on 5, so that means we're going to do a circle eyes with a dot inside. So we want our eyes up here so we have room for everything else. So it's a circle eye with a dot. And yours might be different depending on what you're rolling, okay? Now we're gonna roll for the nose. So it landed on 4, so 4 is just a circle filled in nose. You can make it as big or as small as you want. Okay, the next thing we're gonna roll for is our mouth shape. Okay, we have some open mouths, and then these are closed mouths. Let's see. 3, so I landed on just a plain old curved line, like this. And I wanna leave some room down here for teeth. Okay, now we're gonna do the shape of our teeth, and there's 3 shapes. Kind of like a pointy, this is a square tooth, and a round tooth, and then they kind of start over there. So that landed on 4. So 4 is a sharp tooth. Now I've got to roll for how many teeth we need. That's 6, and there's not a 6, so that means I'm gonna roll again. That's a 1. So we're gonna do 1 sharp, pointy tooth. Okay, before we're finished today, I'm gonna let you guys use the brown paint stick and add a stem up here on your pumpkin. We're just gonna color it. We're not gonna use the paintbrush in the water, so just color a brown stem, and then you can use your bingo dabber to draw it on, or you can draw it on first and then color it with your paint stick. All right, boys and girls, I hope you guys had fun today. I hope to get a really good report when I get back.